Kenyan women don't fall for men, they fall for potential, and potential is a liar. He was almost there. That's the phrase she said quietly to a friend who will not judge. She said to a mirror at 7 a.m. when she was being honest with herself before the day begins. The job was coming together. The version of him that existed, the future, the one that he described with specific details. You could see the furniture in that big apartment, like that was the version you fell for, and that version unfortunately has never shown up. So thank you guys, for those ones who 9 people watched my first video, and I thank you so much, and I hope it helped you. And I was speaking about my depression and how I was about to attempt suicide, and how I pulled together, and how I am here today. So 2 people asked me to talk about my love book, and specifically, this part about potential, and how ladies mistake potential with true love. So let's talk about it today. And thank you again for those people who watched, and I hope this one will also help you to especially those specifically those 2 people. And thanks. And you're the ones who reached out and asked me to do this, and I feel so good, and let's do it. So potential is not a person. Potential is a promise made by a present version of someone making a promise on a future person who has not agreed to anything at all. And Kenyan women, specifically Nairobi women, have a weakness to, like, a vulnerability to this kind of promises, and this kind of version of people, and how they take it, how they listen to it, and how they absorb this from these people who, like, try to show that they have this ability to achieve this kind of future for themselves, and for her too. So not because they are naive, it's because they are builders. These are the kind of women who have built something for themselves, stone by stone, brick by brick in this country, which makes building very, very hard for people. And you'll agree with me, this country does not make building easy for anybody. So this kind of women, when they see someone mid-construction, they see, like, they don't see it as a warning. They see it as I will call it as a project they know how to finish. So this is the pattern, and it runs deeper than a relationship. The man with potential is always compelling at the beginning, very compelling. He has vision. He speaks about what he will, as in, he speaks about what he's working towards with a conviction that has a lot of momentum. And this man has just enough credibility, or like a credible version that he speaks, or he builds his narrative around, like the Forex trading that is about to pick up, a business plan that is almost finished, and a job application in an AGO that is about to, like, he sees like he's going to get this job. You see, he's not lying exactly, but he's describing like a future which, the way he's describing it, it feels like a plan rather than just hope. And you, the lady now, who has always turned plans into realities, you now see this as or you when you hear the plan, you start adopting his plan. You start adopting his plan as your own plan, and you now become the infrastructure. Not all at once, but gradually, in ways that seem like love. Because it's love, but love in a shape of a support system. A support system he did not ask for, except like let's say, what word, this word, we call it a support system he did not ask explicitly, but he accepted it completely. You now introduce him to people who can help. You cover him temporarily when he's not there. You even hold the vision when he is not holding him, like he's losing hope. You now hold a vision for him, and you are very generous with this. Very, very generous. And you see, you don't keep scores, because keeping scores acknowledges the fact that like keeping scores will acknowledge the fact that the exchange is not equal, and acknowledging that will require you to examine whether you are in a relationship or whether you are in a renovation project. So I learned or I understood this thing about how these ladies confuse potential with love through this staff member that I talked about. You see, I used to relate with staff members in campus. So there was this one called Joanne. I'll just call her Joanne. She used to keep a journal, and she will record what she had spent helping this kind of men. And I learned 2 or 3 things about it. So she told me normally she would invest into a man and help him with his vision. Money, like the support system, as I've said, finding clients for this person. You see, so yeah, so I learned this about this thing from I've said I'll call her Joanne. Okay, with Joanne, she would help this guy like come through this all difficult time when they are building, they are just on the, let's call it a road. She will help the guy through the road, but when it's time to now reach the destination, the man will now like leave her and choose another woman to arrive to the destination. Like if it's a business, it has now picked up, yeah, she will be left hanging, and then this guy will like marry or now get engaged to another lady, and leaving her like they are hanging. So I asked myself, I tried to understand this, and I came to a conclusion that yeah, potential, once it becomes a reality, now the person who was constructing, now the guy feels like he doesn't need this version of him that was struggling while building. Now, when he has already arrived, or he has already finished the construction, as I've called it, he opts to now settle with a new kind of a person around him, like a new lady, for example, or like a new partner. Yeah, as I've said, like construction of this potential to reach the destination, once you have once potential has reached its reality, it will no longer like need a person who believed in like this person. The potential will not, now it has become a reality. It will no longer need the person who believed in it when it was in a construction phase. So you see, the belief was necessary. Yeah, the belief that this the potential will like the construction will be complete, or we will arrive at the destination. That belief was necessary during or at the beginning of the and the belief is also necessary while building towards it. But when the reality now arrives, now like the job application comes through, like the business now launches. You see, like you now buy an apartment in Kilimani, and you replace you move from that bedsitter in Kayole. You see, now this person, the man, doesn't now require the reminder. You see, it doesn't like normally most of them don't require or don't want the reminder of the struggle. Nobody will want to hang that on his his wall, the struggle that he went through with this lady. Now, this is not every man, but it's you see, not every man will do this, but normally you will. It's a pattern specific enough in this country that at least you have heard about it once, twice, or 3 times from different women with different names from different cities and with different details, not as the ones that I've shared, but with different details, but the shape of their stories and this story that I'm giving you about Joanne matches. So it's a pattern in this country, and a lot of girls are blind to it, but we all see it. If you look clearly, we'll see it. So as for Joanne, she invested in these guys, and the guys arrived, but she was not part of the arrival team. Like, they selected other ladies to arrive at their destination with, and not Joanne. But she had invested a lot. Okay, here is the harder truth that will make Joanne pause the video, go make tea, and come back and finish the video. And here it is. Now you see, potential became a currency that allowed these ladies love someone for who they were going to be, rather than who the person was at the moment. Yeah, because who he was at that moment might be that he was not enough. You see, the potential was not just his. It was a container for the hope that love, given generously enough, could become something that transformed someone. Yes, that you see, like this, if it was given generously enough, it could transform someone to rather maybe love you, or like dedicate his like future, his life to you, which is a beautiful idea, but that is not how people work. People transform when they decide to, but not because somebody believed in them hard enough. And you can love someone into stability, but you cannot love someone when that stability arrives. Yeah, those are two different transactions, and only one of them like requires your feelings. So this is what I'll tell you, like if what I've talked about like speaks to you, like you are this Joanne. So I'll say, fall for the man in front of you, the man you are seeing what he has achieved and what he is at that very moment. And if that man is not enough, that should be a complete sentence for you to be able to either move or stay. So that's what I'll tell you. Yes, because you see, potential is a rumor about the future, and the future in this country is under construction, and it has always been under construction. So I hope you have gotten 2 or 3 things, and for those 2 guys who asked me to speak more about it, I hope I've spoken it and it has helped you in one way or the other. So thanks for watching. Okay, so before I go, or before I finish the video, I would like to leave with a question. So if I was speaking to you, like you are Joanne, for example, when you think about who he was when when you met him, who he, not who he was going to be, who he actually was, like will you still have chosen him? Like, will you still be with him if you are still with him? Or if he already left, will you still have chosen him, the guy? And you can just leave a comment there if the video has helped you in one way or the other. And thank you for watching, and next time I'll speak about another truth on my book. It's in Nairobi bookstore. For my money book, they were already all of them were bought, and I only remained with there is only 1 copy remaining at the bookstore. So if you can go to Nairobi bookstore online for 50 hard truths about money in Nairobi, there's only 1 copy left. And for the love book, yeah, there are 4 copies still available. And I also sell PDFs. Yeah, so you can just reach me via my details there in my description. You can just reach me, and you can see, because my for the PDFs I normally sell them at 150 each. But if you give me 200, I can give you PDF for my 2 books. And I hope that one day I'll raise the price. But at the moment, that is the price. So if you think you can support me, or you think the hard truths can help you in one way or the other, or can help someone,